Oh, Lucy, thank God you're here. Hold this.
Mr. Charles, what are you doing?
Hanging this welcome sign for tonight's author. Can you pass me a fresh piece of tape, please?
First you're glad to see me, now you're saying please? Am I in the right store?
Why are you here?
Now I know I'm in the right store. I came to say goodbye. I think it's about time I headed back to Pennsylvania.
How's dear old Dad taking it?
He's been better. He'll be in soon to tell you all about it.
Well, I'd like to say what a pleasure it's been having you here.
But
Nope, that's it. It was a pleasure having you here.
did you eat Mabel's meatloaf? Do you have weeks to live?
No. I've recently gained some, perspective.
Vincent, my dad, he told me about your wife. I'm so sorry for your loss, but what you've done in her memory it's incredible. I can only hope my soon-to-be husband loves me that much.
Do me a favor. Tell him. Every day. And make him tell you too. It's the one thing I miss the most, hearing the words. I never realized how much until they stopped.
I will. You know, I really like this side of you, Mr. Charles.
Unbelievable. It's crooked. This is a mistake. This whole stupid plan was a mistake. I blame your father for it. I was so stupid for thinking this would work. God, that jerk Caleb was
And
gonna
there
jack
he
up the
is.
rent and this- Welcome to The Shelf Life, a sitcom about a small-town bookstore, the man who runs it, and the people who just won't leave him alone. The Shelf Life was filmed before a fake studio audience.
Here you are, my good man. 2 plates of delicious cookies.
Great, can you set them down over on that table?
Of course. How long before people start arriving?
1 hour, 5 minutes, and 37 seconds. 36, 35.
Calm down, mate. It's going to be great. People are excited. Someone as famous as J.P. Wiggins coming to our little town is a big deal. First the midnight release party, and now this. Pretty soon this place will feel like a real live bookshop.
I can't believe I thought this was a good idea. What if there aren't enough cookies? What if someone chokes? Then I'll be sued and the store will close and Caleb will win. Caleb can't win, Vincent. He cannot win.
Well, I was going to pop the champagne after it was all over, but it sounds like you may need a glass. Or 3.
The sign is crooked. The chairs are too close together. No one will be able to hear her speak.
Hey, Larcenous!
And there's that.
We're here! Superstar paranormal mystery author J.P. Wiggins is coming to Blue Cat Books tonight. And you know, I may have had a little hand in getting her here or something. Anyway, if you're within 50 miles of this bookstore, you better be here. And if you can't, just stay tuned because I'll be live streaming everything to my channel. Like, subscribe, and tweet so you and all your friends know where to be when the clock strikes 8. Hey, Mr. Charles, I'm ready to help. What do you need?
Earplugs.
Ooh, cookies.
No, those are for tonight. You can set up the coffee cups and napkins at the back, though.
On it.
Ah, Mrs. Larson. When I saw Sarah on her own, I was worried you wouldn't be coming.
She makes me walk 50 feet behind her every time she does one of those videos so I won't mess up her shot. One of these days, I'm going to steal her phone and tell all of her followers how she used to put on pretend weddings using our dog as the groom.
Well, you're just in time. Care to help me get the coffee from next door? I could use the extra pair of hands.
Mrs. Hughes still hasn't come back?
That's a conversation for another day, and not a pleasant one, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you'll be able to work it out.
Have you ever tried to reason with a bull who sees nothing but red?
We turned you around, didn't we?
The cups and napkins are all set. Anything else?
Does that sign look crooked?
Nope. Looks fine to me.
Maybe I'm crooked.
Nope. You look fine too. Don't be so hard on yourself. Tonight's gonna be awesome.
How can you be so sure?
Because we all want it to be.
I never thanked you for your help in booking tonight's guest. If this goes well, how would you like to be the event coordinator for the shop? I'll give you a 10% commission on ticket sales, plus an extra $50 for helping run things and streaming it to your book thing channel.
Oh, wow, really, Mr. Charles? That would be amazing. But it'll have to be 15% and 75 on the day of. I won't bother you for a percentage of book sales, though. I know your margins are terrible already.
What?
Of course, I could drop the fee back to 50 if you were to throw in a free copy of the author's book instead.
I mean-
I'll let you think about it. I'm gonna go fix the chair situation. They're all really close together.
That child is going to run her own empire one day.
Hello, Mr. Charles. It's looking quite festive in here.
I'm surprised to see you, Mrs. Castle. It's not raining.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. I have every one of J.P. Wiggins's novels. I finished If Spellbooks Could Kill the day I bought it.
I see you've brought along quite the collection to have signed. Planning on a little post-event auction later?
Never. These are going on display in my study. Is she here yet?
She should be here any minute. Feel free to take a seat anywhere you... I see you've made yourself at home in the front row.
Coffee delivery.
Over by the cookies, please.
Mr. Charles, there's something really wrong with the poetry section. You should take a look.
I know, I didn't want to carry that book by that Instagram poet either, but 3 people asked me to order it, and now I'm stuck with it.
No, it's worse. I don't hear the dripping sound anymore.
It's great, isn't it? The plumber was here earlier and finally fixed the pipe.
Mr. Charles, the sound, it's like a...
Edwin, people are starting to fill in their seats. Has the guest of honor arrived yet?
I just got a text a little while ago. She's a few miles away, should be here any minute. The coffee and cookies good to go?
I brought regular, decaf, and hot water with a selection of evening teas.
Does T know what time it is?
Mr. Charles!
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. J.P. Wiggins will be arriving shortly. Please check in with Sarah over there, who will make sure you're on the list for tonight's event. If you'd like, there are complimentary cookies and drinks at the back. For those of you who brought your own books to get signed, there will be time after the reading and Q&A session. If you do not have a book but would like an autograph, you may buy one of Miss Wiggins' books now before she gets here. I have a whole selection behind the register.
Wow, you're a natural. You're even smiling.
It's either this or letting my inside screams out.
Do you hear that?
Oh no, is the dripping back?
No, it's a creaking, rumbly sound.
Mr. Charles!
Oh my. The whole poetry shelf is gone. Look at that hole in the floor. And half the wall is missing.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. The dripping sound turned into a hissing sound, and the floor was soft when I was over there. Whatever that plumber did only made things worse.
Hey, Vincent,
Yeah, mate?
I can see your store from here. Tell me, what time is it?
7:45?
Damn, the bus just left and I was going to throw myself in front of it.
What do we do now?
We should postpone tonight's event, then call Caleb and explain what's happened. Edwin shouldn't be responsible for this damage. It's that third-rate plumber's fault.
Yeah, it'll be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Welcome to Blue Cat Books. How can I help you?
Hi, Dad. It's been a while.
Thanks for listening to The Shelf Life, written, produced, and directed by Harry Marks. Edwin Charles was played by Harry Marks. Lucy Hatton and Sarah Larson were played by Melody Weister. Vincent Hughes was played by Stuart Lennon. Mrs. Larson was played by Sarah Blair. Mrs. Castle was played by Darcy Cole. And Josh was played by Victor Agrita Jr. For more information about the show, visit shelflifesit.com or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at shelflifesitcom. Be sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and stay tuned next season for the further misadventures of one Edwin Charles, proprietor of Blue Cat Books, only on The Shelf Life.